Adam, welcome to the show.
Hey, Mauricio, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I've done a few interviews in the past, but this is my first podcast. So thanks
Yeah,
for thinking about us up here in Massachusetts.
yeah, I'm excited to have you. I've known you since last year, and I'm really just excited to kind of talk about just your experiences with your business and really your story, right? And just how we can help other people really be successful. So tell me about your start, right? You started in the early '90s, right?
Actually, Mauricio, I'm going to date myself. It was actually in the late 80s.
Really? Wow.
I was working for my father and uncle and going to school and working after school in summers, like I'm sure a lot of roofing contractors start off with the family. Graduate high school in 1989. I went in full time. I was still 17 and I was working with my father and three uncles. As you can imagine, working with family has its challenges, its ups and its downs. It can be a little crazy at times. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. But I'll speed it up. After a few years, actually about 6, it was just my father and uncle left, the three of us. And I kind of wanted to build the company, start advertising, hire people. And they didn't share that vision. They were all about us three guys can work with our hands. And in 25 years, you can take this over. And I was like, I don't have 25 more years on a roof. No, and so we had different thoughts on how to be in business. They didn't want to grow. I wanted to. I wanted to get off the roof before I was 30. So one day I just said, I'll give you a 2 weeks notice. I'm going to start my own company. And my wife at the time was pregnant with my daughter. And I started the company by myself. And wasn't a lot of thought into it. I just knew I could do roofs myself. And I did the first couple myself and was able to tie in with some builders and do new construction. And a couple of years after that, I'd had a team of maybe 6, 7 guys working with me. I was able to get a jingle. If you know, nowadays people don't, do a lot of advertising on the radio, but 27, 28 years ago, after I was just in business, I met with a radio guy. He said, you need a jingle. And I was like, what the hell is a jingle? I don't know what you're talking about. And he said, well, you listen to TV or radio, it's usually that annoying phrase that has the business name or the phone number in it, kind of sticks in your head. And I was like, oh yeah, I hate those. They get in my head too. And he's like, well, you need one of those. So I got a jingle with the phone number 1-800-NEW-ROOF. I don't want to sing it. It's kind of hard to sing it, but it has a number in it. I got a website back then in the late 90s, I guess, Mauricio. And back then it was TV, radio, and websites. That's all we did. But the jingle stuck in people's heads. And now, nearly 30 years old later, we're today, now we are in August. We've got about 100 people out in the field, spread out about 10 different jobs throughout New England. And I still, when I meet people, they know my name because of the jingle from the advertising we did years ago with the radio and TV. And now, being in the business now 30 years on my own, we're starting to do repeats. We're finishing a project next week that I first did 28 years ago. It was a condominium project with 3 roofs to tear off, and now there's only one, the one we put on. But been in business a long time, so that's the quick 5-minute story.
Yeah, that's great,
from the late 80s to today.
Yeah, it's amazing.